welcome back for another episode of the No Idea podcast. It's your host, Alex, and I'm here with my boy, Adrian.
Was good.
And we're kind of just catching back up for 26. We haven't did this in a while.
We've been busy, you feel me? But we are trying to narrow down the pod, get some more segments for y'all, get more organized. And we do want, just a regular pod to be a hangout, a little less structured than our episodes. So, what you got lined up for today?
Last podcast, you had won the NFL Dynasty Championship. I won this year's championship. Pretty proud of myself. Appreciate it. It was a long fantasy season.
Bro, it was a smooth road the whole way too, I swear. You had no bumps.
I didn't even take a loss. Yep.
That was an undefeated season?
Yep, undefeated season.
Nice.
One of the things that you had mentioned 11 months ago was the D Rose jersey retirement had just been announced, and here we are.
Right.
So how you feel?
I'm excited. I know it's going to be an emotional night for him. How many times have we seen D-Rose cry on camera, bro? This is going to be another one. But I'm real happy for him. That's dope, bro. Had his jersey retired in his hometown. Can't wait to make a tribute post for him on that day, too. Big props to D-Rose, bro. My favorite player all time.
I don't really got much to say about D-Rose. I liked D-Rose as a player. I like that they are doing the shoe redrop, though. They're dropping those Addy Zeros again.
Just like some retros.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Another thing that we mentioned last pod was the Kings. They had gone on a little run after firing their coach, Mike Brown, who was actually just in town last night. And I said that they would be a play-in team. That didn't age too well. State of the Kings, what you got to say about that?
3-game win streak, and I don't know. I feel like our front office never really helps the coaches. That's really what it is. I know Doug is out there trying. He's passionate about the game, and so are our vets. But at the same time, there needs to be a better marriage. We're dealing with injuries as well, so it's kind of hard to get a rhythm and rotation. Precious Achua was just saying that. But I think our young guys are really stepping up. Dylan Cardwell, I like a lot. He's putting in some good defensive minutes, getting a block every game at least. That's what we need, a tone setter. I hate to say it, bro. Zach LaVine, he's super inconsistent. Defensively too is no help when we're trying to play team defense, and a lot of the time is breaking down on his end. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the front office needs to evaluate. I just hope and pray that they actually give Doug a legitimate shot. I feel like they could easily be oh, this season was unsuccessful. We got to bounce off Doug. And I'm you kind of need to give him some years to get a grip on this group. It's kind of hard to say where we're going right now, especially with our record. And I know we're still trying, but 500 is our ceiling this season. It's still going to be some time till we actually make some noise again. But I just wish we had more transparency from the front office.
As far as the Kings, man, I think front office probably doesn't want to be straightforward because they're tanking. And I don't think any team wants to just say, hey, we're going out there to lose tonight. I think that's what they need to continue to do. They're on a little 3-game win streak. That's cool for the morale, but I think they need to relax. They need to stay in that top 3. Because if they could get either Boozer, DeBansa, or Peterson, I think you guys are in solid shape.
It's weird, bro. I know that we're in the process of tanking, and in my head, I'm bro, we're going to get fucked in the lottery. Some bullshit's going to happen. Hopefully this front office makes the right decision with the draft picks, because we've yet to see that too. Honestly, Maxime Reynaud is real nice for a second-round pick.
Yeah, he's solid.
Nick Clifford, I don't know. He's still getting in his rhythm, but I don't think he's a bust by any means. We'll see how they draft next year. That's going to be important.
And then we had recorded right before the playoffs started. You had mentioned Bo Nix could be a household name if he beats the Bills. We're at a full circle moment a year later, and he has the chance to beat the Bills. We'll see how that goes. We could get into that when we get into our NFL. And then we had said that legacies crumbled in sports. So how do you think that stacks up?
With the sample size being the Chiefs as of recent and how they did this season, I think that's true. But the Dodgers is probably the one in sports right now that's a dynasty that's current. So I mean, they're around, but like that's money talks.
I think we said it last time. Like the legacies, there's not really that many goats. We are craving that legacy, but like there hasn't really been that thing to kind of scratch that itch. And then, I mean, the end of the year, how did that go? We're in 2026 now. Anything you want to mention?
Just personally, I guess getting on a message level, we got to be consistent, guys. This is what we're really trying to lock in on this year, especially with the pod. We need to be relentless in our efforts, make things last. That's how dynasties are created. So that's something I'm walking away with.
Yeah. That's good. That's just true about life. Is consistency is key. Whatever you put in, that's what you get out. And that's something I stand by. And then lastly, before we kind of get into our sports talk, they're saying that this is the second coming of 2016. Like how the vibes were up in 2016, people are saying this is like,
Shoot, bro, yeah. What, a decade later? Same vibes. I definitely feel that. Shoot, remembering that era, it was so fun. I mean, we were in high school, kind of just living it up, but like, it still feels like that, bro. We're adults. I still got that vibe, bro. Like, they ain't take my childhood from me.
I mean, personally, it does kind of feel like we're waking up from a slumber. It feels like we've been down for so long and things are so negative and we just have like such a bad outlook. I think people are kind of looking for something else. And I think people just want to feel something real right now. Like we're kind of tired of all this. And I feel like them saying that is kind of that emotion behind it. But I also feel like media is trying to keep us in this cycle where we're always in this loop and we're kind of holding on to the nostalgia of 2016 trying to recreate it, but it's like,
But
hey, like
this is 2026, bro. Like, it,
exactly, like get off your corner. Like we gotta progress a little bit forward. So like,
yeah,
you know, I agree, the vibes feel good. It's a fresh year, it's time for that step forward. So let's continue to step forward. Let's continue to grow. Let's not be in the same corner we was 10 years ago. But I
yeah.
mean, hey, 2016 was a great time. I was there. I loved it.
And I will say this before we get off this topic. I think it's just what the collective is putting out. Everybody in our generation, at least what we see on social media, we're spreading positivity to the max. We're spreading knowledge to the max right now. And it feels great to be a part of. And it's just going to propel everybody else forward. So I love that we're recognizing that it's kind of similar to that time period, but let's understand that it's even stronger now.
Let's recognize. All right, so we can kind of get into our sports topics now. So, NFL playoffs. Was there
Whew.
any game you want to get into first, or should I just go in order?
Bro, let's talk about that Bears game.
Okay, Bears Packers.
Me as a dynasty fantasy owner of Caleb Williams and Rome, like I'll be tuning in. They come back from what was it, 24? I forgot
20,
what
it
the
was
score.
21-6 at one point. I know that for a fact.
The biggest comeback we saw in our lifetime was Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. It had those vibes, like don't stop believing, bro. Like you're always in it until the end of the game, and it was insane the plays that were made. Us doing this series of the archives and going back and watching games. This is like a game you would go back and watch. It had a lot of big moments in it, a lot of back and forth. Those are the games that we live for. This is playoff football, and it's kind of crazy seeing Caleb Williams come up on top. Like at least with us, like seeing social
Mhm.
media shit on him for a minute now. This was his moment. Like this is a playoff game. You have to respect him now. So I really like that for him.
You're all in on Caleb?
Maybe not. I feel like I'm all in on Ben Johnson, and Caleb's just a what is that?
Product of the
Yeah,
system?
product of that. He definitely got better with him this season. I did not. I hated this loss for like everybody shitting on Mike LaFleur, and like he's from that Shanahan coaching tree.
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, Matt LaFleur. My bad. But like I don't think you blame that on him. And also to
Mhm.
talk about like, Michael Parsons being out, would that game have been close if he was in? That was something I was thinking about too at the end of the game, but
Huh.
that was a fun one to watch. Everybody likes seeing a comeback.
My three things were really, well, two was, I mean, how do you feel about Caleb and how do we feel about the Packers? That's my things moving forward. I'm in agreement with you. I think Ben Johnson is a good coach. Caleb, it reminded me of a basketball player, honestly, like somebody who goes out and goes 0 for 8 in the first half and then comes out the second half and is on fire, hitting all his threes.
Yeah.
I don't know if the NFL is starting to feel like NBA to me, but just seeing the swing where it goes from down 21-6 and the Bears were doing everything that goes against my beliefs as a coach. Like they turned down 4 field goals, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then you come out in the second half and you're on fire and the Packers can't do anything. They can't buy a bucket just like you see in the NBA. And then he misses the field goal, the extra point. I think it was, I can't remember what the score was. He missed the extra point, but when he missed the extra point, I swear, it was like Madden. I was like, I know exactly what's about to happen. I know exactly what that field goal, missing that extra point, that was where the game ended. Like I knew
Right.
what was about to transpire.
That momentum swing. I be thinking too, like the halftime adjustments for these type of games are crazy. Like I'm like, how are you not preparing for any type of adjustment on the other side? Like, how can you get shut out for a whole half? You know?
Yeah. And that's where I kind of compare it to NBA because I'm like, I don't even think it was any adjustments. I think it was really just the players. Like you kind of you get in your head, you get on yourself, and then it's like there's no like pick it back up. There's no like veteran presence or like captain or coach to be like, come on, like what the fuck, like
Yeah, and maybe that's that mentality of like you're up and now you're playing to not lose a lead, but you're not playing to win. Like,
yeah.
man, that psychologically could mean a lot too.
But yeah, I mean, we could kind of get through our next few games. Texans and Steelers. CJ looked terrible. Defense was balling out. Steelers. I mean, we knew Mike Tomlin was kind of on the last legs. We'll get into head coaches in a little bit, but they already looked like they didn't deserve to be there like last week, and that trend kind of continued. Anything you got to say about that game?
I think Texans defense probably looks the best out of anybody. Maybe Seattle. I think this is the best defense in the playoffs. I'm excited for their next matchup against Drake May. Like we get to really see who this guy is. But other than that, I think the biggest like takeaway is the aftermath of that game. What happens to Rodgers? We saw Mike Tomlin step down, which we'll talk about more later, but it just feels like the end of the road for the Steelers. Like, where do you go from here?
We've been saying that since Big Ben's like second to last season.
Yeah, nah, that's real.
We could get into the, as you mentioned, Drake May. So that Pats Chargers game, dude, I'm a big Drake May fan. I mean, he didn't play that great numbers wise, but he was pretty poised and he did what he was supposed to do.
Right.
And as far as the other side, Justin Herbert, I'm about done with him. Like,
yeah, same, brother.
He might be out of excuses. I don't care that his O line is hurt. It's just like every time the lights are the brightest, something is wrong. Then something's got to give. You're not one of the top 5 players if you can't get it right.
Yeah, dude, I'm tired of vouching for this guy, bro. He's in the best situation he's been in and still drops a dud like that. It's real disappointing, bro. Me and you both Herbert believers. Like, since he got drafted, I don't know what it is. He's just a regular season merchant or what? Yeah, I think we're officially out on Herbert until further notice, which honestly, it took a little too long. Like, we could have said this 2 seasons ago. We gave him some grace.
We'll see how they reload on, but another thing I had to mention about that game was Mike Vrabel. You can tell that that's a disciplined team, just like we've been saying since last year. We loved the hire when it was made, and everybody kind of views Mike Vrabel as a top 10, top 5 coach. He's just having his teams locked in on both sides of the ball.
It's interesting how like he's become the standard, and the Patriots were always the standard, and everybody views them as that. I mean, we'll see how far they go in these playoffs, but they're in it, dude. This is real cool to see. Shout out Mike Vrabel.
And then let's get into Panthers-Rams. So that game was pretty surprising to me. I didn't think the Panthers were going to be that close.
Contending at all, yeah.
Bryce actually didn't look horrible. The Rams kind of let me down. I'm not gonna lie. They look a little tired. They look kind of gassed on the defensive side, and their offense is kind of just like piecing it together. They did win. They did pull it out. So they got that veteran savviness. I think they're gonna squeak by, but that wasn't a good look for them.
Nobody expected Carolina to come out of that anyways, so it was kind of like good for their morale for
Yeah,
it to be that close and build for the next season.
agreed.
JC Horn at the end of the game like had a chance to extend it and
Mm.
dropped a pass. And I'm like, man, these are the things they're gonna look back and like grow from. So honestly, Panthers are a team to keep an eye on for
Uh-huh.
sure.
Yeah. I like what they're doing. And then Jags Bills. I was really happy with what I saw. Bills are one of my Super Bowl picks. Josh Allen is just on a heater right now. Hope he could continue. Their one thing that worries me about them is their defense and who's going to make plays for them. Because Brandon Cooks, he was looking solid for them, but we can't hold on to Brandon Cooks for a whole playoffs. He's on the other side. I like seeing Brandon Cooks still make plays, but they're gonna need somebody else to step up. The Jags played great. I'm kind of rooting for them, even though they're in my division. I like Liam Cohen.
Going into this game against the Broncos, I think that's gonna be on Sean Payton. We'll see how good his defense is, but like if Josh Allen could just improv all over them, they might have that game won.
And then lastly, the Eagles and Niner game. I'll let you start off with that one.
Dog, I love this team, bro. No matter what happens for the rest of the season, you got to tip your hat. Like the
Uh-huh.
resiliency for us to like never like we're not quitting at all. We don't care. Like
Uh-huh.
we've been injury riddled since like 2017, bro.
Yeah,
Like we're fucking
man.
used to it at this point.
Right.
And I just love, Brock Purdy showed up. We were down, and he got the go ahead score and left it in our defense's hands. And shout out to our linebackers replacing Fred Warner, Michael Kendricks, and I'm blanking on other dude's name. We just signed him. They're filling in perfectly. Like that's props to Coach Solid. I wouldn't even be mad if he lands a head coaching job after this season. He
Yeah.
earned it.
Uh-huh.
It was just so fun to watch. It was also kind of crazy seeing Philadelphia towards that last drive just looked disgruntled, discombobulated. Is AJ Brown going to be there next season? I don't really know if what they have is sustainable anymore. And I mean, if their defense is healthy, they're always competing, but they need to get a new play caller. I was respecting them as an opponent up to
Uh-huh.
that point. Like, they got some shit to figure out too. But yeah, shout out my Niners, dude, getting it done. We like traveled. I'm not sure of the stat, but I think we're the furthest traveled team right now. But it's crazy that we lost that week 18 game to
Uh-huh.
Seattle for the first seed, and I wonder if that's gonna come back to bite Seattle in the ass. We've seen teams do it before, where they're like coming off a bye and like they just can't get it going. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm hoping and praying it ends up like that. But yeah, shout out my
Yeah.
Niners getting the job done. We're still in this. I'm excited for this matchup. It's weird how like the Seattle game divisional. If the Rams come out and beat the Bears like we would expect, that's gonna
Uh-huh.
be like a divisional game for NFC Championship. So
Yeah.
I wonder if that helps us in the long run too. Just having all
Uh-huh.
this film.
Yeah. So I mean, as far as that game, my main thing I had was Hurts. The offense was bad, but Hurts looks bad, bad. He's very stiff. Like he's just so
Yeah,
stiff, like all the time. I don't know why he's so stiff, but he's very stiff. The ball is never like on time. He doesn't throw into windows really. He kind of just picks a guy and like he doesn't look natural out there. I don't know. It just he looks so mechanical. And
yeah.
I mean, he's not a bad quarterback, but when things go bad, like I don't know. I don't really trust him to throw the ball.
Would you say that he's a system quarterback?
Yes, 100%. He played in what's his name, Lincoln Riley's system. He played in Nick Saban's system.
Yeah.
He's always been a system guy. So that's why I never took the Cam Newton and him comparisons serious.
Yeah, and I feel like if he didn't have AJ Brown, we would not see as many deep balls. I mean, there's
Yeah.
few and far in between right now, but
I mean, they have Devontae too. They have two good wide receivers and a running back. So the pressure of the defense is off a little bit at least.
yeah,
So yeah, they need to get a new OC. But I mean, I also think maybe they should start looking another way for QB. I mean, Hurts has still got a couple good years left, but I think I don't know if he's going to get another Super Bowl. For the Niners, I mean, like you said, it's just a testament to their will. I think it was Garrett Wallow you were talking about.
Right.
Their linebackers have stepped up. Like you said, Robert Saleh is now entering head coaching potential for another team. And then Brock, I think everything we just said about Justin Herbert is the complete opposite for Brock Purdy. Like, he gets it done when he needs to get it done. He might have a pick. He might have only one touchdown, one pick, but his next
2
play is his
picks.
best. Yeah, his next play is always his best play. Like,
Right.
he's when it comes down to it, he's gonna get the job done, which he's shown time and time again. Now, not to say he's better than Justin Herbert talent wise, but talent matched with
Some
the
intangibles.
IQ and intangibles, he's played better than Herbert for a few years, and especially when it matters. So, I mean, with that, we can kind of get into looking ahead. So, we got Broncos, Bills, Patriots, Texans, Seahawks, Niners, and Bears, Rams. And those are our last 8 teams. I mean, do you got any Super Bowl picks you want to share yet, or waiting and see?
Nah, but we could do AFC Championship, NFC Championship picks.
Okay.
I honestly think the Bills come out of this. And I don't know about the Texans Patriots game. That one's up in the air, bro. Like, that's going to be a good one.
Bro said, let's do an AFC Championship game, and they say, I don't know.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's going to be Patriots Bills.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then on the other side, Niners Rams. Let's do it.
Let's see, for me, I got Bills going all the way to the Super Bowl. And then Patriots, Texans. Mike Vrabel does know how to get his guys ready to go. So if I had to pick right now, I think I would say Patriots. Bills, Patriots too. And then the Seahawks, Niners, Bears, Rams. I feel like there is money to be made on one of these games. One of these games is not going to go to plan. I don't think it's going to be Seahawks, Rams.
Yeah.
Dude, if y'all make it back to the bowl, do you even want to get your hopes up again? Because do you really think that they have a chance to win?
Because you said fucking the Bills are going to be on the other side. And I just got a flashback of being at a Kings game when fucking Josh Allen got drafted. And he was at that game. And I'm like, yo, that's going to haunt me. But I mean, I like our roster more than any of the AFC teams, honestly. Texans probably give us our biggest
Worry?
struggle. Yeah. Texans or Broncos, like, I feel like
Dang,
they
not
give us
even worried
problems.
about the Patriots?
Nah.
They're a year away.
Nah, yeah, I think so. Compared to us, bro, I think we got too much experience on our side for that to work out. Which is why, like, I second your like Bills going to the bowl pick.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I just think Josh Allen, he's hearing like everything I just said about Justin Herbert. He's probably hearing that like, you haven't done it yet. You're the guy. You're supposed to be the guy. You haven't got to the bowl yet. Can't beat
Yeah.
the Chiefs, and now there's no Chiefs or Ravens in his way. So it's like, or Bengals. So I think this is his year to be like, I'm the best player on top.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's playing like it. For the Seahawks, Niners, I'm going to say Niners. I think they're just hot right now. Seahawks, kind of like the team that's been chilling. They haven't played a game in a couple weeks. They're
Yeah.
relying on their defense. Their offense has been spotty. And then, like you said, the extra chip on their shoulder of losing that first seed for the Niners, I think it's going to be too much.
Like, if I was the Seahawks, I would not want to see us, bro.
But, I mean, if one defense can give y'all a problem, it's Seahawks.
Yeah.
And then for Bears Rams, I got Rams. I actually got Rams and Bills in the bowl.
What?
I said that a few weeks ago. I'm gonna stand by that. I think that's a good, interesting bowl though too.
That's great. Yeah. Allen versus Stafford. Damn.
Yeah. You don't got anything else for NFL? We could kind of move on to head coaching.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so head coaching opportunities. Last night, John Harbaugh was hired by the Giants. What do you think about that?
I like that hire for him because I think, like, when I think John Harbaugh, like, he brings structure. I just think that, like, it definitely levels up the Giants as a whole, like, as an organization. Like, they could beat out the Eagles now. Who else is in their division? Commanders,
Cowboys and Commanders.
Cowboys. I mean, they could win their division possibly next year, depending on how like Jaden Daniels comes back. But yeah, I really like that for them going forward. A healthy Giants team too with Scatabo. Like
Yeah,
they got a nice offense.
yeah.
And like their defense too, like don't they still have Burns and
What's the D tackle? Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, it's Dexter Lawrence. I think it's a slam dunk hire. They got the guy who is, I mean, he's had some great defenses in Baltimore. He's getting a defense that has a bunch of names: Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. They got Holland at safety. Their defense was all right last year, but I think it's going to take a step forward with a coach like John Harbaugh.
right.
As long as they keep developing their guys, they could be smooth. Jackson Dart and hopefully Scatabo comes back soon. The exciting whites could be doing something. I mean,
Yeah.
they have a solid team. They got Malik Neighbors too. So, I
Yeah.
mean, they have some cornerstone pieces. Now they just need to build, and I like it. It honestly reminds me of Tom Coughlin hire.
Yeah. I know that's crazy you saying that and like we just did that episode. So it's like
Right.
fresh in my mind. I'm like, yeah, they could get something going here.
So then after that, the openings now are down to Cardinals, Falcons, Ravens, Browns, Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, and Titans. So do you have any predictions for anybody and any teams?
We mentioned Sala as a candidate before. I feel like if he goes anywhere, he probably goes to Arizona. You know how they be with the divisional hires.
Well, they're just going to keep following the same model forever.
Yes, but if not there, ooh, Sala on the Browns, I would like that. But I would also like Tomlin on the Browns.
For me, I want to call this out now because I think this is going to happen. I got faith. I think Mike McDaniel is going to the Falcons. That just feels like an Atlanta hire. They always kind of do something kind of stupid that you're just like, okay, that sounds dumb, but like, okay. And that just seems like Mike McDaniel. And
Yeah,
I see it right now. Mike McDaniel, Penix, Bijan, Drake London, fantasy team with no defense. And it's going to be the Dolphins all over again.
Mike McDaniel with his left hand quarterback again.
Man, yeah, see, it's too perfect. He already
Yeah,
has his whole playbook shifted to the other side. So
exactly. I remember Mike Tomlin was hired. He was like the youngest DC or whatever.
yeah,
Which kind of correlates with
Steelers.
Chargers DC. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so Steelers actually interviewed Jesse Minter um, already, and they interviewed Brian Flores.
mhm,
Like you said, if it just fits the model, the young defensive-minded coach,
yeah,
and I think they're gonna stick to the model. Titans, I think they're gonna hire an old white somebody, old and white.
that makes sense. Shoot, I could see Salah in Miami as well. He could even nah. I don't think Titans would hire him. But yeah, other than that, it just seems so like I like in recent memory. I don't know if there's been this many head coaching like openings for the off season, and like there's actually teams with good situations too.
Yeah,
Like whoever goes to the Ravens, bro. Like you have Lamar.
I would say, what do you think happens with that? Like, is it just Lamar's team now? I don't know. Did you see what the owner was saying the other day? I know.
Yeah,
Is that him being like, I gotta show y'all, hold up. Like, I don't need none of y'all. Like, we ain't winning with John or Lamar. We gonna win my way.
yeah, pretty much. But that's the thing. Like you're not gonna move on from Lamar.
Nah,
Like
you
that's
already
your
fired your
dude.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think firing
I
the
think.
coach is kinda like the epitome of like we're gonna go with Lamar.
Did you have a prediction for who gets the Ravens job, or
I would like them to do something like Brian Flores. I think they're just gonna do like Stefanski or Cliff Kingsbury or something.
yeah, Cliff Kingsbury might be nice. I'm just thinking like hire an offensive mind with Lamar.
I
Like,
would like them to get Mike McDaniel.
yeah, dude, that'd be insane. That would be like a
Yeah.
resurgence for Mike McDaniel's career, but I can't see him in a Ravens uniform.
I think he goes against everything the owner believes in.
Yeah,
It's like
literally.
tough defensive. Like
But
we're
then,
gonna.
but then, where do you get that offensive edge from? Like,
They've never had it.
even if you got a good OC, you have a defensive coordinator as a head coach, bro. Like that's your identity as a team.
Yeah. I mean, that's their identity. I think they're gonna stick with it. That's why I would like them to do Brian Flores.
But that's the thing. Like, I mean, last season they showed they're not like the defensive Ravens that they've been.
True.
So like, and you have Lamar, you have Derrick Henry, you have weapons.
So, you got any other predictions for coaching?
Honestly, nah,
Okay.
it's tough.
I just want to say one thing. Harbaugh brought Todd Monken, his OC from the Ravens, to the Giants, so that's going to be his OC there. I thought that was just funny to me because it's like nobody rides more for their OCs than the Harbaughs do. Because like Jim was riding for Greg Roman for so fucking long, and then now like we see John riding for Todd Monken, and it's just like funny to me. But I mean,
Yeah,
hey, that's your boy. That's his boy.
yeah, and they're a little more old school, but when it comes to OC, bro, you gotta kind of advance with the game.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that those people can't adjust, but why aren't they? I wonder if that's gonna affect Giants' offensive production too. Then,
I think if anything, it's gonna make it better.
yeah, you think so? Well, from
Yeah,
what
I
they
mean,
had, yeah,
right. I mean, do you want to talk about the draft? You got anything to say about the draft?
it's a lot of raw talent, bro. Like,
We said this last year too. We said you said the exact same thing last year.
that's tough, man. Cause even like Mendoza, like I don't see him as an NFL quarterback.
Really? I see Mendoza as Sam Darnold, honestly.
Yeah, nah, like he could be productive, but
Uh
at the
huh.
same time, he's gonna be like a Ryan Tannehill. That's like his ceiling to me for how he plays, but I don't know.
I don't even think that good,
No,
honestly. I think that's why I say Sam Darnold because I think he has to go to the right place. He seems like a system quarterback too. He doesn't seem like a bad player by any means, but
but if he's in a bad situation, like I feel like his career could fizzle out. Like you
yeah,
do
for
kind
sure.
of gotta curate him, which is like who's willing to do that?
All right, then we can kind of get into college football. We are just ahead of the national championship game. Well, we can kind of talk about that Oregon Indiana game or the Miami Ole Miss game if you have any thoughts of either of those.
I watched the Oregon Indiana game because I didn't really watch Indiana this season, bro. I thought the O was gonna put up more points. Like I thought they were legit this season. They're always a team that you fear. I guess it's really comes down to coaching too. Signetti don't play around. I was thinking too, like as good as he is as a college coach, like they're not even talking about him moving to the big leagues either.
Mm,
But like I haven't really been tuned in this season. It's just like college football has to give me a reason to tune in, and
uh,
it really hasn't been that. Like usually it's quarterbacks or like a generational running back. We didn't really have that at all this season.
yeah, I mean, it's hard when you're a USC fan, to be honest.
Yeah, all I can talk about is Makai Lemon.
Hey, he's a beast, though.
Yeah,
As far as Oregon, Indiana, I'm glad. I don't like Oregon. I also thought it was going to be a closer game than that. I thought that was going to be like the national championship game. That looked like Michigan and TCU all over again. And I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just on the hottest run right now. And they have like all these 3-star, 4-star guys. So, I mean, like I was just saying, I think Indiana's really just kind of a culmination of all these 3 and 4-star guys who are a little older, kind of getting the chance to get to this level and laying it out all on the line. And I think it's going to be more of a testament in the future to Kurt Signetti if he's going to be able to keep continuing to do this with the 5-star guys. Because, I mean, the 5-star guys are good, but that buy in, it happens a lot with teams that are, a little bit lower star guys, chips on their shoulder, not getting paid $5 million to come to your school.
right.
And that's kind of where the game has changed in college a little bit. And I think that's why we're probably not going to see head coaches from colleges go to the NFL anymore because they're literally NFL coaches in college now. If you got one of those jobs, Oregon head coach, Alabama head coach, I won't say Indiana just yet, but I mean, they're starting to get there. But if you have a big name job in college, it's almost better than being an NFL coach.
Yeah. After this season, you think they get more 5-star recruits and like go with that model, or him as a coach, you think that's what he wants? These guys with chips on their shoulders to play harder.
I think that's probably what he wants, but I don't think you can turn down a guy who wants to come to your school, who's a 5-star quarterback or whatever.
Yeah,
And especially if they're going to be getting money from Mark Cuban, like they're going to be paying. So as far as that, I got Indiana winning the whole thing. I didn't even mention Miami and Ole Miss. Shoot, that was a barn burner. I watched it with my girl here, and she was like, that was a good game. She never comments on games. Like, she doesn't even understand.
yeah.
And there was 4 lead changes in like the last 2 minutes. Chambliss was balling. Beck was playing solid. I think it just was a good old school college football game. It's what we've been missing.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Nah, it was. I don't think the quarterbacks are really going to be anybody in the NFL. Like you said, Chambliss, he's solid, but he's older. I don't think he's going to get a real chance anywhere.
I mean, same with Beck. Like Beck, maybe a backup.
Yeah, that's all we got for college football. Um, and then I kind of figured we could just round it out with either your thoughts on NBA or music or any shows you've been watching, or we could just kind of run through all 3 pretty quickly.
Man, I've been on my slow jams lately. I mean, no real projects have came out for me to highlight. I'm just kind of going back through the archives of music, trying to find good listens. I've been listening to some Missy Elliott. There's a song called "Friendly Skies," slap. Other than that, a lot of like 112. I was going back to their catalog. They got some good stuff. Honestly, I've been listening to reggae shit, man. Like from Billy Boyo, movies and shows. I just watched The Hobbit with my girl. It was cool. Like, I don't know.
Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
Nah, so kind of like getting into it now. But
Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
yes,
You watched Game of Thrones?
yeah.
When did you watch it?
Like last year actually, like beginning of last year, I think.
Brother. Now, how did you fuck with it?
God, that's a good ass show, bro. Like I was in the middle of like watching it again. The show's fire, but I don't think I would get into like the new shows that they drop.
You weren't going to watch House of Dragon?
Nah,
Damn.
is it just as good?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't just as good. There was a couple like subplots that you're like, okay, like this could possibly be as good, but it's not as good now. It's not. It's solid though. It makes you want to be in the world again. I mean, honestly, I'm on a rewatch of it right now. This is my second time watching it, and I damn near I'm ready to read the books. Like I fuck with it tough. It's so crazy. Like
Damn.
there's some stuff that I didn't catch the first time, and I was watching it very slow. Like I'm talking, me and my girl were pausing like every scene, like discussing what just happened,
Analyzing.
analyzing, and we still missed some stuff. But I mean, it's so fucking good, dude. It's
Man.
crazy. But yeah, no, Game of Thrones. That's what I'm watching right now. I only brought it up because you were talking about Lord of the Rings, and like when I had watched Game of Thrones, I was like, would I be into Lord of the Rings? I never knew I was into this kind of stuff, but
Shit, from watching that first Hobbit movie, I'd say like Game of Thrones is way more in depth. Like you're really in that world. I mean, maybe I would have to watch the other ones too to have an opinion, but after watching Game of Thrones, like I don't know if anything matches that.
man, I mean, it's that good, bro. Like right now, we're like we've gotten through it pretty quickly. We're in like season 5 or 6, I think. Uh, yeah, no, I mean it's fucking good. Uh, there was a lot of things I kind of didn't fully understand, like the faceless men. I didn't understand that either. And then now
Yeah.
watching it again, it's like, bro, that shit is trippy to me. Like it got me in another rabbit hole. Like the first time I watched it,
Bro,
I was in a rabbit hole.
yeah, no, I'm thinking about that right now too, cause like that's the whole Arya storyline, right?
Uh huh.
Dude, if there was faceless people, like going back watching, any of those people could have been faceless at any point. Like,
Right. So none of them is a real character. So when Arya becomes faceless, she's dead.
hmm
Technically,
yeah,
that's what I was like. Hold on, what?
That's why I'm like, what if Daenerys could be faceless? But like, I don't know.
The books, it's never had a conclusion. We don't know who the king is. So, uh,
Dang, so
yeah, we're
Bran was Bran not
not the
named
real
king in the
king.
book?
No,
What the hell?
they haven't got to that part yet. It's just cool that they have so much like in the world. I like in-depth worlds.
Yeah.
As far as music, I haven't been slapping anything either, bro. I mean, all my stuff is old stuff. My boy Deshaun Visions, he dropped the album. That one slapped, bro.
Hmm.
That's the only new thing that I've slapped in a while.
I saw some previews. J. Cole's gonna drop something.
Oh yeah, you think that's his last album?
Was he saying that it is?
That's what he's been saying. The Fall Off is gonna be his like last album.
Nah, that's a lie.
You don't think so?
Nah, like how many artists just give up music like that? We're definitely gonna see a J. Cole feature at some point, or like, but then maybe he becomes that like mystical, like, oh, if you get a J.
Let's
Cole
say
verse, like,
it happens to everybody. I mean, it happened to Prince, it happened to MJ. Like eventually, they all
well,
you know
that's what
kind
I'm
of.
saying, bro. Is J. Cole Prince or MJ though, bro? I don't think so.
I mean, we'll never have Prince or MJ again. Honestly, this opens it up for another conversation. We should probably save it, but like I was just talking to my homie about this because he was saying that John Harbaugh is not a good coach, and I was like, what do you mean? Like he's a pretty good coach. Like he coached for hella years. Like he was like he only won one Super Bowl with all that talent, and I'm like, okay, but there was only like 14 guys who won more than one Super Bowls in the whole history of the NFL. And the ones that we saw in our lifetime was just Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, and Tom Coughlin. Only three won multiple in our lifetime.
That's a testament to how hard it is to win a championship.
Exactly. And I'm like, there's no more Bill Russell championships, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. It's a testament to how good the leagues have gotten, but I don't think we should discount, how good or bad the coaches are. That kind of goes further into the GOAT discussion and, whether rings matter in, the GOAT discussion. I still personally think they do matter. But, when you're comparing eras, don't get lost in the sauce, like Harbaugh, good coach. I don't think he's a elite coach. He's not a top 5 coach of all time, but he's a good coach for the NFL in 2026.
Yeah, and like above average coach.
Exactly. A top 15 coach.
Yeah.
Maybe top 10.
Yeah, cause like we said, how many coaching jobs are open right now? Like 8. Like the bottom half of the league is always rotating. It's impressive that he stayed at his spot for that long. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
crazy. Like think of all the teams that did have all that talent and either never even touched the Super Bowl or only got one. Look at
Mike
the
Tom
Niners these past 2 decades. Like
never had one.
yeah, and we had dudes like top to
Exactly.
bottom.
Do you got any NBA thoughts as we are getting into the season?
Not really, bro. I'm barely watching the NBA. I'm just now starting to bet it again. And I'm
Damn.
not
You're
even enjoying that. This shit's hard.
life of a Kings fan.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm really for Kings fans. Our season is the off season or like draft season. All the speculation, what could happen versus what's actually happening. Us fucking losing.
Yeah.
How about you? How you feel about your Celtics right now?
I think we're playing with house money. I personally want us to tank this year, but I mean, I'm not mad at us playing great ball, and we're the 2nd seed right now.
Yeah, without Tatum.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown is continuing to show he's a top 15. Honestly, right now, he's probably top 10. I think Tatum's going to come back probably in February. I think he's ready. I mean, he's been conditioning since like November. Everybody's kind of worried, or they're trying to say like we're not going to fit well when JT comes back because the new like hierarchy. But it's like, bro, come on. They played together for like
Yeah,
7 or
how
8
many
years.
seasons? Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's not like you gotta really take somebody's bread for him to play again. Like it's a bunch of role players and Jalen Brown
Right.
and Tatum.
One thing people were talking about was Jaylen Brown the other day said this has been his favorite year of his career. I didn't I didn't really like that, but I mean, it's whatever. Dude, Pistons are number 1 seed.
You scared of him?
I mean, I would be worried about them, yeah. In the long run, not worried about any of these teams because we have Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. But this season, yeah, I'll be worried about them. And the Knicks, too. I'm worried about the Knicks. All right, well, I mean, I think we could kind of close it out there if we don't got anything else.
Yep. That was good,
All right.
man. Getting in
All
the
right.
flow of the pod again.
Yes, sir. We're going to be trying to do this a little bit more consistently going into 2026, but we appreciate y'all for watching and just enjoying the ride with us.
Yeah, I'm from California, guess it is crazy here.